Well, good morning, everybody. Linda Ray, Texas Girls Farm. And I don't think it rained last night, but I think if you look on the grass, we either got a little bit of something or it's due, which is probably due from all the humidity. But I'm uploading to the end of what they got done yesterday. The benches my sister and her husband in the chair they gave me, I got to refinish them. And I don't know if y'all noticed, me and Brooke moved the picnic table the other day just to have it out of the way. But yeah, today is our 1 year anniversary of making videos on YouTube. So I thought this morning before I did chores, we'd take a walk. As you can see at the beginning, I showed the back and how things have been cleared out. And even though this over here looks growed up, y'all know that it's been thinned out. I mean, you can really tell by looking from here. Still got work to do, which is fine, because I think now that we have so much dirt, as I talked about, we can either come in through this way and fill the hole up, or come in around the back. And yeah, a lot of progress being made. But I think before I ever started doing any YouTube, the very first winter I was here, because I got here in around December 16th, 2021. I moved back home. And shortly thereafter, I started cleaning up in this and taking down a bunch of the little trees. Matter of fact, there's still part of a brush pile there. But I haven't put a lot of attention in here because all I want to do is thin it out. I don't know what I may do with it later. I may put some shade-loving plants, up in there, and make some paths, and just flower beds for a little walk. And then, as you saw in some previous videos, the last part I took out the tree that was here and a few other trees, but before then I had cleared up a few more trees. And this is what I want to have ornamentals and stuff planted in here. Plus, this is where I want to put my flagpole, right square dab in the middle of it. And y'all have seen in the nighttime how lit up it is. But yeah, a lot of work's been done from the very beginning. This was all grown up. And over here where I have what was my cactus garden before the winter cold took most of them, all of these rocks, all the big iron ore rocks, were all stacked up here amongst the trees. And I went back and tried to landscape it and spread them out, where this is, I had the gravel in there like it was a riverbed, and running water. But I got there's my other plants planted. That still hadn't came up yet. But doing good. There's one cactus, and then the one we pulled up out of a pasture made it. The rest of them are sedum. But yeah. We trenched the water line all the way from to the right of that tree, all down this area, straight down to the faucet, and then over. I think that was the first project. Then Keith making the pedestal for the electric and doing that. My sister had cleared out right down here, pushed a bunch of brush over there at a big old pile for me to put a chicken, my small chicken coop, which that didn't transpire. But we did have, if you could look in the past videos, we did have the poultry netting, and we would take them from inside the building out every day to let them out, and then every night we had panels and stuff and we'd bring them back in. Yeah, they escape sometime, but you do what you gotta do. All this we've cleaned up. The chickens and I, the brush piles that my sister had built up over there, I'd had all the poultry netting down here, and they scratched and scratched, and we pulled the trees out, and I had made piles and burned them. So a lot of this, the chickens have helped clear. Kind of like Charlotte did, dug up stuff, and then I hauled it off into piles, and then we burn it. But yeah, it's looking good. There's still a few trees that I want to take out, but slowly making progress. You know, getting all this down. Got the big dead tree out of there. We still got to take that one out of here, but yes. And then work on this. That's on down. That's after the house, after the fence. That's one of those that it's just on the back burner until other things get taken care of. But we fixed the woven wire fence back there behind the poultry netting, because a tree had fell on it, and the Lord knows how long that tree had been on there. It's in a past video. I was doing YouTube when I fixed that fence. I can't remember if the other part of the fence that we fixed, which is back past the outside goat pen, there was a big old tree that had fell and took out. I'm not turning the chickens out yet. Yesterday, I'm going to digress for a minute. Yesterday morning, I got down here early. Whoop. Well, I'll come back. I got down here early and turned them out early. I was inside the coop cleaning things up, and I heard a commotion, and all the little leghorn chicks come running back in. So I walk outside of the structure, get over and to the side of the structure, and standing there, and I'm seeing a hawk come back around and is circling, fixing to make another run for him. And I looked at him and I was like, not today, buddy, not today. But it was kind of funny how all of them, all the little ones, immediately ran in. The girls, the bigger ones, ran up against to the building, but it was after one of them little white leghorns. I know that. Where is my babies this morning? They're being awfully quiet. There's they are. There they are. Hey y'all. Dutton. Good morning. Good morning. Y'all tired? I gotta get in there and clean their pen, but you know how this year we the whole thing with the goats transpired. You know, we started with the 3 nannies, a Billy and the pig, and now we wind up with Gracie and her twins. And all the work that Charlotte Pig and I did over there. Yeah, I missed that. But I'll get back on topic. So what I was talking about, the other fence that was down. We'll just walk back here. It's cool this morning. Got some more okra and tomatoes out of the garden yesterday. And put some more supports around the garden fence. There's no hope for it. But anyway, right back there, there's a big tree. I don't know if y'all can see it. It's on the other side of the fence. Let me see if I can zoom in. I really don't want to walk over there this morning because it's wet. But there's a big old tree on the other side of the fence, and that whole fence over there was knocked down also, over there, right through there where you see the T-post. And Brooke and I cleaned all of it up and got where we could fix it, and we fixed it, and we had the whole fence row clean. Well, as you can see, the vines are taking back over. Even though we sprayed the fence row, the vines are taking back over. So that'll be the third time that I'll physically clear the fence row. But anyway, and as you know, last year the garden went all the way out here. Yeah, it was from here all the way there, and it had those trees, and we had a bigger garden. But we're gradually, you know, taking down the trees and clearing stuff, and we got the greenhouse up. The frame, when I bought the property, the frame, we had to figure it out. We had all this metal. I mean, as you can see, we have all those posts up there. All that was here. That old trailer up there was here, and these pieces. So I had to get online, and I finally found within the metal screw packet a piece of paper to give me an idea of what this frame was for, and it was for a carport. So yeah, we had a frame for a carport, so we decided to turn it into a greenhouse. And if you go to past videos, you'll see, I mean, all this used to be just full. My son-in-law cut down that tree, which all these pieces of wood here are from that tree, and the ones up there at the trailer that we burned were from that tree. But all of this was just full, and when we put in the water line, we all came down here and worked together and cleared out a bunch of stuff and opened it up. This has always been like this. Yeah, this wasn't here, this wasn't here. That's where I used to have my strawberry patch, and we had the tent. So things have changed just in the last year. And one of the first things I did after, the first thing I did was get this chicken coop built. Got this outside area built. Yep, I did the work. I did all the framing, and then the kids came over and helped me put all the hardware cloth on it, and my sister helped me stain. The girls helped me stain. Brooke got up and put all the screws in the metal on the roof for me. But we got this so we could take that small coop from out of that building that they had been living in over the winter. I guess it was probably about a month and a half, and gave them their own home. And I'm gonna wait a little bit longer before turning them out. They're wanting out, but I'm waiting. And then I've had 3, right now I've got 2 of the poultry netting put together, and I had 3 that we went all the way up there, you know, moving it at different times to help clear things. Now the other one that goes with this is back with the goat pen. So, I mean, we've done so much has transpired, and, you know, made the rock garden. After I did this, we did that little garden just because the girls were over here so much, and I wanted to get the hammock up and give them a place to, you know, where they could walk and not have to worry about. And then we had the water trough over there, and Shane was swimming in it. So the bunch of those are Shane's canned lilies that we brought from Virginia. The clematis we brought from Virginia. The hostas, the butterfly bush. Yeah, a bunch of stuff came from Virginia. And but I've got another clematis up there that came from Virginia. But the irises were there. I didn't plant any of those irises. They were there. And I've become so fond of those American beauty berries that I've left them. I need to trim that bush, but I'll get to it. But yeah, I cleaned all this up yesterday. Then we had the gravel brought in. You know, we had the gravel brought in when my sister and brother-in-law put both culverts in for both drives, and they spread out, you know, all the dirt, clearing all that, so we'd have a drive, and cleared out this. I mean, you couldn't even walk down here, people. I mean, that's how bad it was. If you go back and look at some of the videos. Junior, no. Junior, no. They hear a dog whimpering. Hang on just a second. I need to stop. Anyway, there's a dog whimpering, and they both went to check it out. And I don't know. I don't know whose dog it is. I don't think it's Vicky's. I don't know whose dog it is. But anyway, then when I got here, we got the gravel delivered. My sister and brother-in-law helped spread it out. And, you know, we got the gravel down here and everything, so the pod could be delivered. And we had them put the pod up there. And then we unloaded all the pod into the building, which it's still in the building. So hopefully with the progress of what's going on up here, finally getting all that stuff moved out of there is coming to fruition. I mean, at a minimum, if I can get that stuff moved out. I don't even care if it's ready for me to live in, just to get my stuff out of there before, I mean, it's going to ruin. So, yeah, if y'all go back to the prior videos and look, I need to move all the chain link fence. That's a 28 by 28 by, I think it's 5 foot tall. It's right, roughly 5 foot tall. That's a dog pen. So I've got to decide where I want to put that at, because I've got plenty of posts, as you've seen. I don't know what they were going to use all those posts for. There were some sporadically. There's that one that we pulled up that was up there by that tree, and then there's another one over there by that tree. So I have no idea. I have no idea what anybody was thinking about putting those things up. We got plans. I need to get them there and clean up that, but yeah, eventually this will all be landscaped around. Whatever we build over there will be landscaped. I'll probably just put paths with different shade flowers up there. I'll landscape coming into the gate. It'll be fenced eventually, especially the back part will be fenced. And then after that, I'll probably come back somehow and fence along the outside, so we can totally enclose everything if we want. Got videos where we worked on the travel trailer, redid the roof. I mean, you can see the back panel. I don't know if it makes it, but yeah, the front, the reason it's not been taken care of, it's all delaminated. And so has the back on different sides start to some delamination. I think it's a 2009. So, it's 14 years old, and it's been used. It's been Texas, North Dakota, Virginia, Pennsylvania, Connecticut, and back to Texas. And there might have been some other places in between of the previous owner. That's just while my daughter and son-in-law and I've had it. So it's been around. Junior sees something. Here comes Maggie. And Maggie, adding Maggie, the new addition to the family. So if y'all like the content, this is our 1-year anniversary on YouTube. And I mean, just in the last year from July, what we've done, we've made a lot of progress. We've shown some of the girls' personality, Shane playing her softball, and we'll continue to do that. Right now, I mean, we're focusing on getting a pole barn up with the living area in it. And Donnie's going to finish getting the trees so we can fence it. And now I got to figure out how to run the fence, because now that we've made that path over there for the travel trailer to be pulled out, I'll have to figure out how I'm going to fence it. So there's a lot of stuff to still do. But I wanted to come and you know, make a 1-year anniversary video. I want to thank everybody who watches our videos, and I know that 70% of the people that are watching our videos are not subscribed to the channel. So if y'all would please come over and subscribe to the channel, it would help us out tremendously. And I don't know if y'all know, I retired this year, and right now I'm basically on living on Social Security, and that's not a whole lot of money. And my goal was to get my YouTube channel, you know, started and eventually grow it and be monetized, you know, for a little bit more income. I don't need a lot of money. I just need, I'm hearing something. It must have rained last night a little bit. That was raindrops. Anyway, I digress. But anyway, you know, just enough to pay the bills, you know, do a little bit of the infrastructure around here as far as put a fence up, put gates up. The neighbor wants to put a fence over here in between our properties. Yes. No. I guess it did, because I just had a raindrop hit me. I have a raindrop. Oh, they're coming down now. But anyway, you know, infrastructure. And, you know, property taxes, stuff like that. Not anything extravagant. I've got to find a farm sitter at some point, because I want to go visit my son and his family, and my granddaughter, Cora. I think she's going on 9 months old now in Connecticut. And it's just hard to up and leave without having somebody responsible to be able to look after your animals. You know, they don't require a whole lot of attention, but, you know, just simple keeping water, you know. I mean, they can last without food for a while, but they need water. But anyway, y'all go back and look at our previous videos and see just how far we've come. Like, just underneath here. Right here in that hole, you never know it, but there's 2 shutoffs. One for the main water coming in here, so you don't have to go all the way up to the road to shut it off, and then another shutoff for that water over there. So we can always have water here if something was to happen to the line that's going over there. So, and when we get, I don't know exactly how they're going to run the water over there, but I mean, we've got shutoffs right here that we can work with without having to go back. So we tried to plan ahead, because the other water spigot's underneath that little styrofoam thing over there. But we tried to plan ahead. I'm thinking, I'm wishing we probably would have ran one more water line that went straight down there. But at the time, I had no idea that we were going to be having animals and pens there, because I really probably wouldn't have put the pens there. I would have pushed them back further. The greenhouse, I probably wouldn't put it there either, because it's up underneath those trees. The ideal location would have had those trees cleared out, and then, but you do what you got to do. So yeah, I want to thank all the subscribers that have actually come over and subscribed to the channel, are loyal and watch our videos every day. We need you. We couldn't do it without you. We appreciate you. Love the ones who repeatedly leave us comments. And that's you, Valerie. I'm shouting out to you, Valerie. And to Rusty Ryan, my old friend I went to school with. He's been following the channel, I think, everything since we started. So I know there's probably others of y'all that have, but they leave comments. And so I know who's watching when you're leaving me a comment. So it doesn't matter though. I appreciate all of you. And the one of you that's not subscribed to the channel, you 70-80% of the viewers, come over and subscribe and help us out. We need you. And with that said, this is our 1-year anniversary. If you like the content, give us a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, come and subscribe and hit the notification bell, so every time we upload a video, you'll be notified. And we love you. We couldn't do it without you. And we'll catch you on the next one.